The lounge shimmered in silence. Conversations dimmed as Marcus stepped in, his calm defying the air's quiet privilege. A hostess hesitated. "Sir, this area is reserved." He smiled faintly. "I know." Eyes shifted, unspoken tension settling like dust. Dignity had entered a room that forgot its meaning. Rebecca's eyes skimmed. Marcus like he was paperwork misplaced in her world. "Executive members only," she said, tone wrapped in manners sharp enough to cut. He didn't flinch. "Good," Marcus murmured. "I built this one." Her smile cracked, authority trembling beneath the weight of quiet recognition. Security approached, voices low and tense. "Sir, please follow protocol," one said. Marcus stayed still. Rebecca's gaze hardened. "Move him," she ordered. Phones clicked, cameras trained. He said nothing, letting silence carry weight. Every lens caught the moment, their control fading, his calm claiming the room. Marcus paused, letting the guards guide him. He turned, a quiet smile touching his lips. Whispers rose among the onlookers. "Who is he?" Someone murmured. No one noticed the weight behind it. They threw him out, blind to the truth. He owned everything beneath their feet. Thomas rushed up beside him, coat flapping in the cold wind. "Again, sir?" Marcus didn't look away from the terminal lights. "They'll learn through reflection, not reaction," he said softly. Every slight, every polite dismissal, each remembered humiliation simmered quietly. Tonight, he didn't walk away. Tonight, he moved forward. "Sir." "The video," the assistant stammered, voice trembling. The VP slammed a hand on the desk. "Who is he?" He owns us," came the quiet reply. Screens glared with headlines. Silence spread, heavier than any argument. Smirks vanished. Eyes darted, avoiding each other. Every subtle prejudice exposed. Corporate guilt filled the room, thick and undeniable, leaving arrogance shattered in its own reflection. Marcus leaned back in the hotel chair, phone buzzing nonstop. The viral clip played again, faces frozen in shock. In his mind, boardrooms glimmered with condescension, investors whispering doubts, colleagues smirking about fit and culture. Every slight had shaped him. They shut doors in his face until he bought the building. He didn't smile, didn't shout. He simply let decades of restraint speak, letting survival, not revenge, guide him. This humiliation wasn't new, it was final, a mirror of every closed door he'd ever faced. The phone buzzed again. Marcus didn't answer. Reporters, board members, investors all reaching for words that might contain him. He watched the city lights flicker, calm as ever. "For once the world wasn't asking me to explain my worth," he whispered to himself. The system scrambled, exposed. Silence wrapped a room, heavier than panic. Each call, each email, each headline only confirmed the shift. The narrative had flipped. Authority no longer demanded him. It begged him. Somewhere quietly, history started turning, and Marcus, seated in composed stillness, became the mirror the world hadn't expected. Harold's hand shook as he reached for his notes. "Mr. Hale, we deeply regret." "You regret getting caught," Marcus interrupted softly, his voice calm but cutting through the tension like steel. A silence fell heavier than any boardroom decree. Eyes darted, avoiding both him and each other. Effective immediately, Skylink Airlines will restructure, Marcus continued, placing the sheet on the table. Every executive who ignored racial misconduct will step down. Gasps echoed, some swallowed by the thick air of disbelief. "Do you understand what this means?" Marcus asked quietly, looking at Harold. Harold's lips parted, then closed. No words could reclaim the authority his arrogance once commanded. Rebecca, standing at the edge, whispered, I didn't know." That's the problem, Marcus said softly. You never tried to. The cameras rolled, capturing every still, measured movement. The empire trembled silently, its foundations exposed. One man's quiet dignity had rewritten the hierarchy. The nation watched as power bent, not from force, but from the weight of truth and restraint. Rebecca's lips trembled as she whispered, I didn't know. Marcus's gaze held hers. Steady, unyielding, sorrow layered beneath the calm. That's the problem. You never tried to. A quiet settled, heavy as stone. Faces that once smirked now turned inward, avoiding both him and each other. One of the junior executives muttered under his breath, I should have spoken up. Marcus nodded slightly, his tone soft, almost inaudible. Accountability isn't loud. It's consistent. The cameras rolled, capturing every subtle shift, the tight jaw, the averted eyes, the quiet tremor of privilege unraveling. Rebecca's hand pressed against her chest. No words could undo the weight she had ignored. Marcus's final line cut through the silence. You can't fire the foundation. A ripple of realization spread through the room. Through the broadcast, through the nation. Screens glimmered with the image of his calm authority as the empire of arrogance folded silently. No cheers, no shouting. Just the elegance of inevitability. The quiet collapse of entitlement under the weight of truth. Rebecca's phone buzzed again. But she didn't reach for it. Another rejection, she murmured. Eyes scanning the screen. Her roommate glanced up, hesitant. It's everywhere. That clip people won't forget. Rebecca's lips pressed together. I thought professionalism protected me. It didn't, the roommate said softly. Not when arrogance spoke louder than competence. Meanwhile, Marcus walked through the lounge on the news feed, unnoticed yet commanding. The news staff greeted passengers with gentle smiles, their respect earned through humility, not hierarchy. A young assistant whispered to another, It's strange? The energy here feels different. Rebecca scrolled past headlines, past commentary. Her name now a footnote, a lesson for those who weaponize silence. Marcus's framed photo hung at the counter. Diversity isn't policy. It's humanity. The words settled quietly in the room, outlasting the echo of her arrogance. The hum of activity carried dignity, while the weight of past cruelty lingered, unshielded and immutable. The office phone rang again, but Marcus didn't reach for it. A young reporter cleared her throat, notebook in hand. Mr. Hale, why didn't you react that day? Marcus's gaze stayed on the runway, watching planes lift against the sunset. Because dignity screams louder than hate, he said softly. The reporter paused, pen hovering. Even when they humiliated you? They only revealed themselves, Marcus replied. Not me. Outside, the engines echoed, steady and relentless. Each plane a reminder of the lives now under his leadership. The authority once denied, now his by right. The sun painted gold across glass and steel. Revenge never served me, he murmured. Reflection did. Reporters scribbled furiously. The world had watched him fall and rise quietly, and now the name they once ignored was the one everyone answered to. The planes roared. Marcus smiled, still calm, still untouchable.